Nathan Cox here. Guys, thanks for joining me here today. If you just came from the video of me doing the flush valve and now you're here to do the fill valve, thanks for continuing on. Really appreciate that. If you guys need to see other videos and like the toilet series, you can see like it's over there, playlist, which will pop up there. A lot of different repair videos for that and other plumbing stuff. But what we're going to do today, I'm continuing repair on this toilet, and this part is going to be the fill valve. Alright, so we have this Korky, okay? This happens to be the Korky Platinum. Ooh, the Quiet-Fill Platinum. To be honest, I normally use the Fluid Master fill valves. I'm just much more familiar with them than many of them. If you want to check that out specifically, I'll put a link right there. Now the Korky does make good stuff. It's a good American company, and they make a lot of good toilet stuff. So I said it's time that I do a video on one of these too. Alright guys, one thing I should mention really quick about this is how to adjust it while it's outside of the toilet. So I'm going to put it here in front of the other camera. Alright, so you can kind of see this notch right here. So when you got it in the toilet, you can turn it like that, and then it will extend. Okay? That's how we adjust the fill height. So you want to set it there, then you just turn it back, and it locks in place. Okay? So that's a very simple and yet effective way to set that. Now this one here has a float built into this area, right in here. So unlike the Fluid Master, which has the float that goes up and down across the tube, this just has one internal float, which is just the way Korky does it. So what we're going to need, the rubber seal is already in place on the stem here. So we're just going to come on over to the toilet. Alright, so we just got it right here into the toilet. We're getting ready to put it in. And you're like, wait a second, how do I get the other one out? Well, that was already done in the previous video. So if you want to see the previous video, check out the link. It's going to be the top right of your screen, whichever direction it is. Sorry, I'm kind of like really can't tell on the camera right here at this angle. If you just want the short version, basically you're just going to shut the water off on the shut-off valve down there. Hopefully it shuts off all the way. You're going to disconnect the supply line. You're going to want a towel up underneath this because it is going to leak a little bit. Get yourself a small bucket or a big Tupperware thing or something like that. You're going to undo the nut, which will be similar to this, but it's probably actually white and with like a hex head instead of this hand tighten only kind of setup. Take that off and then slip it out. Okay, you are going to lose a bit of water in that. That's why you have a bucket and a towel. Okay. That being said, we're going to stick this in here. So we got this here, but we don't want it to be like right up against this tube here, and there's plenty of room right over here. So we're just going to have it face that direction. Here is, so it's out of the way of the flapper and the flush lever and everything else like that. So we're just going to go ahead and going to put the nut on. Okay, we're holding it in place with one hand. We're going to get the nut going. Okay, now I am going to tighten it up a little bit more, just because I am, but not go crazy. Alright, so I went ahead and lifted this all the way up, and then I can reach down here and actually grab the stem and then turn it around. Now this one does have a joint down there, so there is a little bit of movement. Once you hit it, then it stops. Okay, that's good. You want that nut to be tight enough down there where you're not spinning this tube at all. Okay. Now we need to make sure that we do have this in the right place because this one turns. So once it's turned this way, it can go up and down. And then when I find the height that I want it to go to, which I'm guessing is close to that, I'm going to turn it like that. Oops. Let me take it out there. Okay. And now we're locked in place like that. Okay. Alright guys, I double checked the instructions really quick because I wasn't familiar with all these pieces. These two little white tabs here, they're actually designed more for rental situations, okay? They actually go up into the sides where this adjusts, okay? And they lock in place. That way the renter can't just decide to adjust this however they like, okay? This allows the homeowner, the property management company, to have a little more control on what their equipment does. And then these are just two different clips depending on the style of toilet you have. Okay, if we can see this, I'm gonna stick, wait here. Stick the hose in here first. Okay, now I got the hose attached to the valve, and then does it go over the metal? I guess it's gonna go over the metal on this one. Okay, not my favorite here, I'll be honest. Ouch. Okay, that's not going to clip to anything. That, I'm sure, is just for a different toilet. Let's try this again. Okay, it just slipped out. Okay, that sucks. I'll be honest, I don't like this little adapter. Ouch. Alright, let's try that again. Just get the hose down on it further if we don't cut ourselves on the metal. Okay, and we gotta do this and not be in the way. Okay. We gotta be able to have the flush lever move without catching this, okay? Alright guys, so there's the install of the new Korky fill valve. All you gotta do now is hook a supply line to it, turn it on, and then make sure that the fill valve, or sorry, the fill level is correct. If it's not correct, turn the water back off and then adjust it the same way we were, and then turn the water back on and just flush it and see how it goes, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and you'll see it pop up probably right over there. And also click on the subscribe button there, please, and thank you. Please share this video, etc., etc., etc. GreatWhiteNinja.com, my website, super awesome. Clickable link in the description down below. Thanks again.